Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Hanifah Julisa Sabila, Semarang State University. The transitions of the industrial era 4.0 to the industrial era 5.0 in Indonesia make advanced technology continuous development to facilitate human work. Advanced technology is then applied in all fields from the economic sector, the government sector, the defense sector, and do not miss the educational sector. In educational sector, technologies are used to be the teacher partner to deliver the material, especially in these conditions. Because of COVID-19, so the learning process should be done asynchronously. It means that the learning process should use the technology like Zoom, Gmeet, and etc. But in learning physics, which is online or offline, there are some problems that make students cannot get the best result from their study. And the problems that I found from the literature review and based on my mini survey, there are the first limited practical tools. I think we know there not every school have the complete practicum tools, and it's confuse the students to do experiment, and then limited time. As we know, in 1 week, students learn physics in school just meeting, and the one meeting just 90 minutes, and the students should learn many materials in one semester. So I think the assignment not enough to learning physics well in school, and then feel difficult to learn and bored because the physics uh, is always say about the equations, is about say about the concept that students cannot find it in the daily life, I think. And then misconceptions, I think, because the students learning by itself without the asking the teachers, I think it's make a misconception about the materials. And then teacher center, I think until now the students the learning process still use this model teacher center, just a teacher that deliver all about the materials and students just listening the teacher, and then not interesting. I think because the model the teacher used just like the just teacher center or cooperative center not mix. Now, so the students feel bored, and then based on my survey, when I ask the topic that more difficult to learn in the dynamic electricity, the results said that the topic the most difficult is the Kirchhoff law. It's related to the Iranovita research that say the highest difficulty in the electricity material is the Kirchhoff law, with the percentage 71.42%, and then followed by the power energy and electrical resistance, and then series parallel resistor, and then current voltage and electrical resistance. So from that, I try to solve the problems to make a media that different like usual. Why? Because in this media I conducted several components, like this media should be interactive. There are not just teacher centers, but there are student activity to use this media, and then conducted to the simulations electricity by the laboratorium virtual pad and then live wire, and then the material is given based on audiovisual to make students easily to understand this material, and then there are a practicum online to solve the limited time to do practicum and the minimum practical tools the I tell before. And then all of that, I create them use the articulate storyline tree because it good and easy to use and have many types to publish like HTML and then applications or just offline. Okay, so I do these experiments with title Electric Hub Development and Interactive Learning Media use articulate storyline integrated with the page and live wire simulations on dynamic electricity topic. The method that I use is R&D. Why? Because this R&D is a research method whose its output is a certain product in accordance with the needs analyzed, and there is a product effectiveness test. So the output from this research is applications. The name is Electric Cup, and then this research uses the AD model. AD model is that used for the purpose to developing a theoretical foundations and learning design. AD models has several benefits like a systematic, concise, and efficient stage. In AD model, there are 5 steps. The first is analyze. When I looking for the problems that students feel when learning about the dynamic electricity, and then design. After I found the matter of after I found the problems, I found the solve. I solved the problem and then I design. I solved this problem uh, with the applications that name Electric Hub, and I designed it by use storyboard and then development. In these steps, I create the really applications according to the storyboard and then implemented. I implemented my applications to the respondent and respondent try to learn electricity dynamic electricity by my applications, and then evaluations. The respondent answer about my equations by Google form, and then I calculated it and I revisions my applications. And then result and discussions. This is my applications. Okay, this is a respondent answer about my questions. Now, my questions about the criteria about the display and content, and then I use a Likert scale from 1 until 5, and I collected the respondent answer and then multiply that by the value, and I have a total score. And then I have an interval. There is a total score per score maximum, and then I have interval. The interval that I get from the respondent answer is from the 85 until 95. And then the average from the interval is the 92%. It means from this information in the table, uh, the scale, the interval 85 until 95 is categorized the very good, and the average is 95%, 92%, sorry. It's also categorized the very good. It can see in the diagram. And then I asked also to the respondent about the feasibility about my applications, and so the respondent respond that my applications is very visible to publish, and the other 31.3% say that my applications is visible to publish, but should be revisions a little, like button is too small, and sometimes the button is error, and the instructions is not clear. But from this all, I can take conclusions that my applications about the dynamic electricity learning media based on the articulate storylines and integrated with PAD and live wire simulations are classified is very good, reaching a percentage 92% in terms of appearance and content. Meanwhile, the visible of these applications is very visible and can be used to decrease the learning process problem. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.